So I'm going to get right into this. For those of you who decide to go on this weight loss journey or self-improvement journey, there's a lot of things to take in consideration, right? The road is not going to be paved. You're going to have to get in there with a machete and hack out all those weeds and vines, and then you're going to have to lay the foundation for your road to pave it yourself, because no one's walked this road for you before. You have to walk this road on your own, and you have to walk it for the first time for yourself. It doesn't matter how many people have come and went and did the same thing that you want to do. They can't do it for you. So this is going to be a challenging road. So whenever you start this adventure, right, this journey, this endeavor of self-improvement, just know that you can't look at the end result like, oh, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, a year. You have to look at it like this mill. I have to get through this mill. Once I get through this mill, I have won for the next 3 hours. And then you get to your next mill. It's not about tomorrow or next week. It's about mill to mill. Every mill is a win. Whenever you get that mill in, you are winning. You are succeeding. You are one step closer to your goal and to your achievement of becoming who you want to be as far as it goes for your fitness goals. Right? You're learning this, right? The weekend was very difficult for you.
Yeah.
So you had a hard time keeping your mind off of food and everything. So
doing your normal day to day is like,
how did you deal with it mentally?
just kept telling myself, a big thing like he told me was, hey man, you had 31 years to do whatever you wanted. Now if you're serious about this and you want to make the change, make the change. Don't bullshit with it. So I just tell myself, 31 years, bro. You've done it for 31 years. 31 years. It's not gonna be overly dramatic. Just focus on what you need to do, and then just being honest with yourself. Hey, I don't want to be fat no more. I want to make the change. If you want to make the change, you got to commit to it. Because if not, that steering will pull you right on in. You know what I mean?
And another way to view this, whenever you feel hunger, right, that's your body telling your mind that you're winning. It's not like, oh, I'm starving to death, I'm hungry. No, you're craving. You're not starving. You're eating every 3 hours. If you're eating every 3 hours, you're not starving to death. It's just your metabolism's picking up and it's doing what you need to do. So when it comes down to it, when you feel that hunger, the mindset you need to have is like, I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. My metabolism, my body, it's learning, it's fixing, I'm winning. That's a feeling of success whenever you're on the journey of weight loss. It's not a feeling of defeat, it's a feeling of success. The hungrier you are, not starving where you're eating 400 calories a day. If you're properly eating the right amount of calories, if you go on too low calories, it's going to be terrible for your metabolism and you're going to crash and burn. You have to get your calories up to a point where your metabolism fixes and repairs. Then that hunger you're feeling is 100% success, right? And then you don't go into it like, oh, I can't eat this cheeseburger. I can't eat this pizza. I can't have pasta. The mindset needs to be, I can eat that whenever I want. I've proved it for the last X amount of years. I've eaten that whenever I want it. Now I'm choosing not to eat it. I don't want to eat it. I can eat it, but I don't want to eat it because the end result is not what I want. One day I'll eat that again, but for right now, it's not going to ever happen again. I will eat it again. It's not out of my life forever. It's just, I don't want it right now. And that's the mindset you need to develop. And if you don't change your mindset going into this process, when you get done, I've seen so many people do these dramatic weight loss changes and they lost all this weight and it was so amazing. And then 6 months, a year later, they're right back to where they were. Because they never fixed the mind. They went through the hunger, they went through the pain, they went through the workouts, the exercises, they did everything correct except for fix their mind. And then they didn't change their habit. All they thought was like the end goal, 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 the end goal. And then when they got there, now what? I got here. Now let me just go back to where I always was and do what I always did and end up being where I always was. So you have to change that mentality and that mindset of what you think the end result is. This meal, I'm going to succeed. This meal, I'm going to succeed. This meal, this meal, this meal, this meal, this day, I've accomplished. I've owned the day. I've successfully defeated the day. And now I'm moving forward to where I want to be in my fitness goal. Then when you get to where you want to be physically, that mindset has to change too, to like, I'm going to go back to eating like this. No, that's not the mindset you need to have. You need to learn self-control, moderation, portion control, and calorie consumption. And then make that a habit of being conscious, of self-conscious of what you're eating, when you're eating, how much you're eating. All right, well, this is my plate. but I don't have to fill the plate. I can put this much on my plate. And just because it's there doesn't mean I have to keep eating. You know, I feel full. Now I don't need to keep eating. And a lot of people don't, they see it on their plate, so one more bite, one more bite, one more bite, one more bite. And the next time they go out to eat, instead of 6 more bites, it's 7, and then 8, and then 9, and then 10, and 11, and 12, then you're back to where you were. Because I never changed the mindset. Just because I'm feeling hungry right now doesn't mean I'm going to continuously be hungry. A lot of times whenever I eat, I'm actually way more hungry after I eat than before I eat. So I eat, I'm like, man, I'm hungry. I eat, and then 20 minutes later, I'm like, whoo, man, I am hungry now. God, I want to binge. I want to eat. I want to really attack the pantry. But then I wait another 10 minutes, and that hunger goes completely away, and then I'm fine till my next meal. You just have to outsmart your signals of I'm hungry. And even whenever you get done with your weight loss goals, you have to keep that mentality. If not, you will always go back to where you were. It's a mindset, and you have to change that. This road was not paved for you. You have to pave it yourself. And if you don't start with the foundation of laying bricks, of changing your mentality of how you perceive food, and not developing a eating disorder or a bad relationship with food, like food's demonic, food's evil. No, it's not. Overeating is. Portion control. Telling yourself, one burger, or just 2 tacos, or 2 slices of pizza. 250 calories in a slice of pizza. Do you really need more than that? No, 2 slices, that's 500 calories. You got to taste it, you got to chew it, you got to swallow it down, and now you're like, okay, cool. Now go eat a banana, go eat some oranges, go eat some grapes, go eat some apples. And that way you get full off of that, or eat some fruit, and then go eat that. And wait 30 minutes, and then go eat your food, your splurge food. So you don't eat as much. Keeps you from kind of relapsing and going back. But anyways, tonight is Wednesday, it's chest night. We're going to get into this. That was our rant at the beginning of the video. You've been sticking to it. This is officially 1 week for Skinny Steve. And we're going to keep calling him Skinny Steve until he shows up, right? He's not here yet, but he's coming. We're going to keep calling him until he shows up. So let's hit this. Well, that's it for our chest night. Another night, very successful, very hard. We went up very slightly in all of our weights except for bench. We got more reps. We progressive overload. So every single week, we try to get a little bit more reps or a little bit more weight. And we do not go up in weight until we hit the desired reps that we're trying to obtain. So on the bench, we went up by 1 rep. On dumbbell press, I went up by 3 reps. And on some of the other exercises, we went up by 2 pounds. Every little increment helps. Every little increment is a win. Any type of sign of progression is a win. Whether it's I lost a pound, my pants are fitting looser, my shirt fits looser, I have an extra vein, I can bend over a little easier. Hey, I just walked to a distance that normally puts me out of breath. Little things are huge wins. It's not just about the scale and losing weight. It's about every other thing. That's a win, right? Not just one thing. Man, I got out of bed easier. Man, I slept better last night. Those are massive wins. The scale is a good win, but those are the wins that really count. And those over time build up and build up and build up. Like if you go back to the very first video on this channel where I actually posed, like not the very first video, but the first video that I was posing, and you can watch my workout, my posing, and you can see how much bigger I am from then till now. That was like 3-4 weeks ago. Massive difference from then till now. You've made massive difference. He has his shirt off now, so now we're going to be able to actually see his body changing and shaping. So you're going to be able to see, what's your weight?
374.
From 374 down to whatever weight he decides he wants to be before he's like, okay, this is my weight right here, and I'm going to start trying to maintain or build muscle from this point. So now you're going to see what 370, what again? 374 looks like with the shirt off coming down. All right, now, last time I weighed in, I was 245. I don't know what my weight is right now, but we're going to continue to go. Little wins add up, right?
Absolutely.
And little wins actually keep you going.
Absolutely.
If you thought about the bigger picture, and you thought about how far you have to go, right? Because there is no end date, right? There is no end goal. The end goal is to live a long life. And you can't live a long life if you go back to being this, right?
Absolutely.
So, well, how long? 2 years? A year? A year and a half? 6 months? No, until I die. Because I don't want to die young. I don't want to die early. I will continue this lifestyle. You don't always train and eat like this. But this is, the end goal is until the day you stop breathing, right? I saw a video of a 71-year-old lady who competes in bikini. Looks like she's a 40-year-old. People, oh, the fountain of youth. This is the fountain of youth. This is the fountain of youth because it keeps your body young. It keeps you moving. It keeps you active. It keeps you healthy. And anything you can do to stay healthy gives you that much more life. It gives you that much more time here on this planet for whatever it is that you feel like you're here to accomplish. So, how like overall, man, like I do most of the talking. So what are your feelings? What are your thoughts? Your hardships? Like moments of weakness, moments you feel like you're going to break down and cry. Like how has it been? Because it's been a week, and going from your lifestyle to this is a huge difference. So how's the emotions been over the last couple of weeks?
Man, it's been hell, man. To be completely honest with you, I mean, going from eating everything that I want to and doing whatever the fuck I want to strict certain meals, you know what I'm saying, and no soda, no sugar, no ice cream, no nothing. That's been hell. Mm-hmm. I mean, fucking hell. Coming to the gym is not as horrible, but some of the workouts are pretty strenuous just because, I've never done them before. I'm not used to the movements. Some of them are not so bad, but the dieting, man, the dieting, the dying to yourself so that you can live long, you know what I mean? But it's the diet part has been the biggest killer, the biggest factor of like, fuck, you want to eat, you want to get what you want, but you can't, it's like, it's there, but you gotta slap yourself on the hand and say, don't do it. Don't fucking do it.
So the physical part of the workout, that's nothing.
It's not as bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's hard.
Well, let me put it this way. So for an hour out of the day, this 3 hours a week, maybe 4 hours a week, and some of them run longer than an hour. So we'll say 4.5 hours a week. Of how many hours are in a week, that you're on a diet, right? So in 3 days, the 3 days that you work out, you spend maybe 4.5 hours in here. But there's 72 hours between those 3 days, and there's even more hours between the rest of the week. So the mental part of it is way more challenging. So being a weekend, would you say the mentality is the more important part of the two, right? Changing your thinking and your mindset out of actually like getting up to work out.
100%. I mean, you can eat whatever you want, come to the gym and go as hard or as heavy as you want, but you're not physically changing anything. If you don't get it right here and send, like you say, the signals to say, hey man, let the fuck up. This is what you got to do for you. You know that it won't happen. It won't happen. You'll fold. I wanted to fold already so many times, you know. But luckily, man, you're always there. Hey, how you doing? Checking up. You good? You need it? Hey, if you're gonna fucking do it, call me, goddammit. You know. So having that support, like a back bass, big help, because it makes me want to say, now you're not just letting you down and your family and everybody else that you need to be here for, but not somebody who's taking their time out to fucking help your fat ass. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro, that's fucked up. So that's a big push. Cause it's like, you wouldn't know if I was like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna eat this. And like you said, people lie, scales don't, motherfucker. You know what I mean? So
yeah, well, 100%. Like I told him in the beginning, look, people lie. The scale doesn't lie. It's going to tell me if you're sticking to it or you're not sticking to it, and that's going to tell me the truth. Then you lied on my face with your words, and then why am I going to go out of my way to help you? Especially, I'm helping him for free. I'm not charging him for nutrition. I'm not charging him for diet. He's working out at my gym for free, and I'm training him and helping him with everything. And I'm not boasting like, I'm a good person, right? It's not about that. It's just I have the ability to help him, and he needed help. So I'm helping him, and he's accepting the help. Because it doesn't matter. Like, there's accountability. People pay trainers for accountability. Here's $1,000. Now I've invested my money, which is my time at work, to be able to accomplish this goal. People, they help themselves accountable by competing and going to competition. And other people hold themselves accountable by the people around them that are willing to help them achieve what they're wanting to achieve, whether it's family, friends, loved ones, or just a random stranger or a coworker, right? You never know where the form of help, inspiration, or motivation is going to come from. So if you always have your head in the sand, you're never going to be able to see who's actually there for you to help you out. And it doesn't hurt to ask people for help. It's about loving yourself and wanting to commit to make yourself better. And if you're afraid to ask for help, no one's going to know you need help. As simple as like, hey mom, hey dad, sweetie, hubby, brother, sister, doesn't matter. Like, I need help. I need support. I need this. And I'm acknowledging I'm too weak to do this on my own. Not everyone is too weak to do it on their own, and you're not weak if you need help. But the mentality to get over that mindset, that's why they have therapists and therapy. Because there's people out there that need to see it from a different point of view or a different perspective, and their mind isn't capable of producing that other train of thought that they need to develop to be able to get out of that rut. And then hearing it from somebody else and throwing a ball off of a wall and be able to come back with a different idea or a different point of view of thinking could be all the difference of success or failure. Right? It's like if you have a coach for football or anything, hey, I need you to eat this or do this or run this or this drill. And you listen to him and you get the goal or you achieve what he's trying to get you to accomplish. It's the same basic principle. And the mindset is a huge part of it. And people don't realize how important that is. This isn't the hard part in here. This is the fun part. This is an adult playground. This is where we get to come to move our bodies and stretch like a kid on the playground. It's the other part of life and society. Oh, birthday party, holiday, anniversary, Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, Valentine's Day, Victory over Japan Day. It's International Hot Dog Day. Oh, well, we have this event, this vacation. There's always going to be another reason why you shouldn't diet this week or shouldn't diet today or shouldn't do this or do that. And eventually, when you get to your goal, you can enjoy those moments and those times. But until then, like he asked me, well, he didn't ask me. I told him straight off the bat. Cheat days, don't ask. You don't get them. You've had 31 years of cheating. You don't need a cheat day. Your cheat day will come whenever your body gets to where it needs to be. Does everyone need to be this strict? No, but I've noticed more often than not, and I've been helping a lot of people. I've helped many people over the years, and I noticed the ones that I'm more strict on and I don't allow them to have a cheat meal, they appreciate it more when they're allowed to have one, and their results come faster, and they're more genuine, and they're capable of sticking to their diet. Because when you taste that, you're thinking, Sunday, I gotta get to Sunday, it's Wednesday, oh, I want a burger, I want this, I want that, I want ice cream, and you start making this list of all these foods that you want to eat. And I just gotta get to Sunday, and then you get to Sunday, and then you binge yourself on all this food you don't need. And then Monday hits. Now you're fiending for that food that you just got. Tuesday's worse, Wednesday's worse, and then Sunday, and then you're just dwelling on Sunday. I gotta get to Sunday. Well, if you take Sunday away, it's just, I gotta eat this meal. Okay, now I'm gonna go about my life. Oh, time to eat. Gotta eat this meal. Oh, it's the weekend. I'm laying around, relaxing, watching TV. It's 3 o'clock. I'm supposed to eat. I'll wait till I'm hungry this time. 3:45, I'm kind of hungry. Let me eat. There is no Sunday. I gotta get to Sunday. Don't have a cheat meal until your mind is capable of understanding, like, I don't have to overeat. I don't have to binge. I can taste something without having to get full off of something. So, and that's the biggest issue. And then not your previous dieting, because you've dieted before, right? You've been on diets, and you failed horribly. You have that idea of a cheat meal coming up.
It's all hell breaking loose.
Does it not make it worse?
Yeah.
Versus just, I got to get through this meal. I'm done.
You ball out. You don't wake up early all week, and Sunday, now you want to be up at 5 because you know that you can go out and get the fucking burger and the ice cream. Now there's not enough time in the day for Sunday. But it does fuck you up because now you've done so well. Like me, I was strictly diet and like starving myself and just a little bit. Fuck, 3 days later, I'm mashing. So I'm so hungry, I can't do it. It's like, for what? You did it for no fucking reason. So the portion control does make a big difference. Because I'm not starving. I'm not like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. No, because every 3 hours you're eating. And if you're not eating, then you should be asleep. By the time you wake up, so that does help a lot. But yeah, I tried it now. I tried this low quarter. I tried the white rice and the chicken and this and that. And if you don't know what you're doing here or don't know what you're doing at all, it's just fucking pointless. It's pointless. Reach out. Reach out to somebody who knows what they're doing. You can always ask Justin, obviously, or fucking pay for it or something, but I don't know. But fucking reach out, man. Don't do it on your own.
Find your motivation in your person and lean on for support. So, all right, guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching.